Welcome back to, more Slay the Princess. Didn't expect to keep playing this after we saw the credits, but I ended the last video on a cliffhanger, so here we are. I really loved the ending. I know there's multiple endings to this game, but that really felt like the canon ending for this for this game. I was just really uncomfortable with the blade creature path that we took to get there. Previously on Slay the Princess, we actually did slay the princess, but the narrator just made us stay in the cabin forever. So the voice of the hero made us kill ourselves to get out of the loop. But there's more. There's so much more. I'm gonna be paying extra attention to this OBS recording thing if my mic disconnects. That ruined my day when that happened. But I killed myself. What am I doing here?
I can assure you that you're not dead. And to answer your second question, you're here to slay the princess. I literally told you that a second ago.
I didn't even ask the second question.
If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way. That's fine. It wasn't very hard to kill her last time. We'll just do it again.
Yeah, but now she's probably a ghost.
Reason you're going to insist that this has happened before, at least your heart's in the right place.
Proceed to the cabin. Chapter 2, The Spectre.
A warning, before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says. She won't be a problem.
How do you know that, voice of the cold? How do you know she won't be a problem?
The interior of the cabin is cold. A soft odor of dirt permeating the air.
It's a spooky haunted cabin.
Cobwebs flutter in the corners. You can hear wind whistling outside, banging the shutters against the windows. The only furniture of note is an elegant antique table with a pristine blade perched on the edge.
I'm recording this on Halloween Day. This is perfect.
You'll need it if you want to do this right. It feels like no one's been here for a long, long time. Like I've been saying, she's dead. We killed her already.
And now her ghost haunts this cabin. What's the blade gonna do if it's a ghost? Let's go without the blade, because I think she's a ghost and the knife won't do anything if she's a ghost.
The door to the basement groans open, revealing an old banister and a creaky wooden stairwell. Everything is coated in a thick layer of dust, and you can feel it settle into your lungs as you breathe in the stale air. The very building itself feels dead. If the princess lives here,
slaying her would probably be doing her a favor. Every time.
The room below is silent. Nobody's here. Naturally. As much as I appreciate the optimism, you shouldn't be so sure. I guess we'll just have to go down and see. As you descend the final step, the form of the princess comes into view. A skeletal body, lying in a heap on the floor, its wrist still bound to the wall by a thick chain. Okay, she's definitely dead. It's just like I told you. Before you have a chance to finish your thought, the top of a head appears from underneath the floor.
Hello.
Two deep-set eyes stare up at you, followed by a mischievous, skeletal grin. And finally, the rest of the body floats up to join the head. Wait, this isn't right. What's going on here?
It's Halloween, baby.
Ghost!
It's Halloween.
Wow. How absolutely terrifying. What's a ghost supposed to do to us?
Meanwhile, this video is playing in the middle of November.
Oh, it's you. Hiya, Keller.
Hiya.
I was hoping to see you again. I have some issues with how our last meeting went.
Oh, you mean how I killed you?
The princess drifts across the room into your orbit, gently running her fingers across your shoulders and down your neck as she circles you.
Bro, this is Nightmare Before Christmas.
Her touch is cold and ethereal, formless yet real enough that her icy fingertips send shivers dancing across your skin.
I feel her around me.
So she has a body, and she's right there. We could probably grab her and kill her again, if we wanted to. We don't even need a blade.
Is she solid?
She looks fragile enough to me.
Wouldn't my hand just go through her? Wouldn't my hand just go through her? I'm gonna wait and see how things play out.
I see you don't have that annoying knife anymore.
Yeah, we're just chilling.
So, does that mean you regret what you've done? Are you here to apologize and make nice? Beg for absolution, maybe?
Huh? Absolution?
Because I might be interested in seeing a little begging.
See, this is exactly what I was trying to tell you about. In the woods, this already happened. We killed her. I killed you. What are you doing not being dead? Stop playing the victim. You threatened me last time. I shouldn't have killed you. Do you want me to die? Do you want me to kill myself to satisfy some sort of sick revenge fantasy? Because I already did that, and it wouldn't be hard doing it again. It wouldn't be hard to do it again. Is there any way I can make it up to you? The people who wanted you dead tricked me, and the enemy of my enemy is my friend. Let's team up. If I knew I'd wind up having to talk to you again, I wouldn't have slain you. I died too, and I'm not floating around like you are. What happened? Why am I different? Why are you different? What can you even do to hurt me? After I killed you, this cabin, I want to say it teleported. It wasn't in the woods anymore. Time stopped meaning anything, and I had to kill myself to escape. I guess I should tell you why I was sent to kill you. You were going to end the world. Okay, clearly slaying you isn't going to work. What do you want? Okay, team, I'm out of ideas. Thoughts? If you're dead, then there really isn't much for me to do, is there? I guess I'll get going. Right, I don't think there's much more for us to talk about. I'm going to get my blade, and the two of us can fight. Wow, there's a lot. There's so much to say. I guess I could just tell her exactly what happened.
You poor thing. That must have been so frightening for you.
You know, after everything we've been through, it's nice to see someone finally sympathising with us. This whole thing's been an ordeal, hasn't it?
For real, yeah.
She doesn't mean it.
It serves you right. I was pretty scared too, when you stood there not saying a word with a knife clenched in your fist. But now you know how bad it hurts to get stabbed in the chest.
Yeah, we both know that now.
It sounds like you got exactly what you were owed.
Grab the princess. What would grabbing her do? What would I do? What do I do now that I have her in my grasp? What happened? Why am I different? Why are you different?
You don't look dead, killer.
The princess grabs your wrist, a sudden shock of cold flowing all the way up your arm, her eyes still fixed on yours as you try to squirm out of her grip.
And you don't feel dead either.
She lets go and pulls away. Your fingertips tingle painfully as the chill subsides.
I'm less interested in why you are, or how you are, and a lot more interested in what you are.
I am the long quiet.
I've tried to leave on my own. Before you came back to me, I explored every inch of this place, even the spaces between the walls. But I never found a way out. I always wound up right back here.
We're both trapped here.
I just want to go home. I'm so cold and alone here. But you can come and go as you please, can't you?
I can't leave either.
So, let me hitch a ride. After all, you owe me.
Absolutely not.
We should get this ghost
Is she
vessel
asking
to
if she can
the Almighty.
Possess us? She is. And I hope I don't need to explain why you can't let that happen. It would be catastrophic if she managed to escape this place. And if you let her in, there is very little anyone could do to stop her. Would she be able to see us if we went along with it? Now isn't that an interesting thought? We could finally bring her face to face with him. I wonder what she would have to say to the one who wants her dead so badly.
Oh.
You won't like how things play out if you go down this path.
This would just be temporary, right? You'll leave once we're out of the cabin. If I let you in, do I still get to be in control? We need to talk about what happens after you leave this place. I was told you'd end the world. Yeah, I'll let her possess me. We're going all out.
The princess swims through the air in front of you, pausing for a brief moment as her dark-rimmed eyes stare deeply into yours. There's a hunger in her gaze.
You're really trying to make it up to me, aren't you? Thanks for being a pal, killer. I mean it.
What are you doing? Don't just let her in. How many times do I have to tell you?
See you soon.
She rushes forward and then she's gone. A sharp chill spreads across your body. It starts in your chest, a freezing numbness flowing out from your heart, all the way down your limbs, your mind growing cloudy and confused as it settles over your very soul. I'm not sure I like this. Can we get a do-over?
No, I made my decision. Wait, how will we get the vessel?
Now? The numbness gives way to a stabbing pain, your muscles twitching and convulsing violently, each involuntary movement causing more waves of agony to ripple across your body. You collapse to the floor, and everything goes dark.
Come on, you've got to get up. I know everything feels heavy right now, but we still have to get out of here.
You're in my body, you move me.
Your eyes flick back open as you get your bearings, your vision swimming as...
So this is what it's like to be you, huh? Disembodied voice narrating your every move?
Oh.
So, it doesn't work like that for you? Clearly it doesn't, or she wouldn't have commented on it.
Now she can hear all of our voices.
All these shards of broken glass on the floor. Are they also supposed to be you?
What?
Hey, I'm not a shard of broken glass,
It's okay. You can finish your thought.
I'm a voice? I'm me, is what I am. Who cares what we are? We exist. That's all that matters.
You don't have to fight. We'll all be out of here soon.
What is going on?
No, it matters. What we are matters. If I'm a shard of broken glass, then that raises some questions about certain other voices in here too. I'm clearly the same thing you are.
They're not listening to me. Do they not listen to you either?
Sometimes.
No, I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about him.
They kind of just talk over what I do.
You don't need to know what I am. You just need to know that I'm different from you. More important.
So, you're the one who pulled the strings and made me dead. I can tell you don't belong here. You're barely even there. Like the shape of something left behind. You're more of a memory than a person.
That's rude.
You're kind of like me, actually.
I'm just going to ignore her. You push yourself off the ground. The princess is nowhere to be seen. Obviously she's nowhere to be seen.
I forgot if we asked what the narrator is
Because
last time.
I'm in here with all of you. Everybody knows that.
I'm setting the stage. The room is empty because you made a spiteful, idiotic, and all-round foolish decision.
Can we just get out of here?
You don't have to let him get to you. You're better than that. You're starting to make things right.
This is infuriating. Just whatever you do, you can't leave this place. It's not too late to fix this.
We're both going
Probably.
to leave, narrator. I can't think straight. There's too much noise.
It's okay. We're almost out of here. Just take it one step at a time and everything will be fine.
Everything won't be fine if you listen to her. One way or another, this is all going to end. Wouldn't it be nice if he ends with it?
Wouldn't that be nice? There's only one way to find out.
Yeah, this is a hell of a lot better than that blade creature.
Your legs, weary with the weight of the princess's spectral form and clumsy with the cold that still pervades them, stumble towards the stairs.
I'm just trying to get home. You don't have to act like it's the end of the world.
Yeah, narrator.
But that's exactly what you leaving this place is going to be.
You don't know that.
I do. Wait, if she has a home to go back to, doesn't that mean that her leaving won't end the world? It doesn't mean that at all. It could mean that wherever her home is, it's outside of the world. Yeah, but it has to be somewhere.
That's technically true.
And if it's somewhere, then it's part of the world.
She lives beyond our dimension.
I suppose it's all a matter of perspective. Where does the world end and something else begin? Does the destruction of one open a door to another? Or is it the same world reborn?
This game is so poetic.
Against the backdrop of the inane conjecture of meaningless little voices, your body continues its ascent up the stairs, staggering through the open door. For how much you hate her, you aren't doing a whole lot to stop us from leaving this place.
Yeah, the narrator can't control me because the princess is in here.
Maybe the bossy one doesn't actually hate me. Maybe he even likes me. Or maybe he just knows that he's been in the wrong. Maybe he's trying to make amends too.
It's a mystery.
Not at all. I'll have you know that I do hate you, and I will continue to hate you for as long as I am able. It's just the weight of it all. It's too much for me to do anything other than describe and dictate. And whine. This body wasn't made to hold you and the princess. If you want to renege on your cataclysmically terrible decision a minute ago, well, you're the only one that can make that happen.
Trudge forward.
You continue slowly to the door, your feet like lead dragging across the floorboards, growing heavier with each step.
We're so close. Thank you, thank you, thank you. If we get out of here, I won't even care that you murdered me anymore.
Yeah, this makes up for it.
You lift your shaking hand and rest it on the door handle, but you pause before you open it, exhaustion sapping what's left of your will. Was exhaustion really the best you could muster up? It's over. There's no use stalling. Let's see what happens next.
Open the door.
Shit. But exhaustion wasn't enough, was it? The handle clicks as you twist it, and then the door groans open. You collapse to the ground, you and the princess, free from the confines of the cabin. As you exhale from the effort, you look up and see...
Narrator?
Yes?
Nothing. He's gone, and so is everything else.
So we did slay him after all. He had it coming, I suppose. But what about us? Are we just stuck here in nowhere forever? Did taking her out of the cabin really end the world? We're still here.
Where's the mirror?
Yeah, but that thing you said earlier, are we not part of the world anymore? Are we in some world that exists after the world ends, or on top of the other world but not in it, or have we never been part of the world?
It's too much to comprehend.
Okay, I've heard enough from these two. Let's see if I can pop out.
Hitchhiker. Pick up a passenger, take her up. Oh. You feel a lightness in your chest as a pair of sunken eyes emerge from your body and stare up at you.
I'm out. You actually freed me, didn't you? I'm outside. Thanks for giving me a second chance, Philip.
Don't mention it.
I think this is where I'm meant to be.
Multiple hands, take her away. Ghost vessel. You don't get the chance to respond, nor will you ever. It's time to leave.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And is that a mirror? Why is it here? Why now?
What new form will I take? The mirror always makes them leave. You are nothing. Oh, right, this is where we meet the crow. Are you me?
I think you know what I am.
A crack slides down the center, splitting the image of the glass into. Okay, now I can ask the questions I didn't ask last time. Shards and shards of broken glass. What are you? Are you something like me?
Oh, I'm nothing like you. I'm an echo, likely one of many. Somebody made you after all, and I'm what's left of him. Not that I'm the only one who can make that claim. I'm sure you've met many others like me.
Others like you? You've said something like that before. Has every narrator really been different?
Of course. That is by both necessity and design. This construct you're in exists in many places at once. Anytime you failed, anytime you thought yourself dead, it would restart and shunt both your consciousness and hers into another world. But you'll be awake soon, and then it won't be able to work like that anymore.
Actually, this is the end of the game. The people out there beyond the walls of the construct, do they know about this?
Of course not. The only way this construct could function was if nobody knew what it was doing. But the bones of the universe are old. It's on the cusp of its dying breath, and the people out there are consumed with thoughts of oblivion. When the patterns are wiped from the sand, when the board is reset, who will remember them? All I've done is give them a chance to live outside of the shadow of the end.
So all of this whole simulation is one big metaphor for the end of time? That's amazing. Are you a part of me, or are you something else?
No, I'm not a part of you. But that's all a matter of perspective, isn't it? From one vantage point I must seem wholly foreign, but from another, well, all the versions of me that have existed have collectively heard your every thought and driven your every action. If that isn't being part of you, then what is?
Why did you want me to slay the princess?
Because among other things, she is death itself. To rid the world of suffering, to save untold trillions from being lost forever to the cosmic wind, she must be destroyed. And despite how far you've fallen, you will still have a chance to fulfill your purpose once I'm gone.
Although that ending we got where we both lived together peacefully, that seemed like a good ending to me. That seemed like a good time. We never saw, like, outside of that, how that affected the world, or how that affected the universe. Every time I ask you something, it's like a piece of you breaks.
I'm aware. And if I were you, I'd be more precious about your time.
Yeah, you got that right. You said she contains death. What is she? If you made me, then what am I? Okay. Destroy the mirror. You've heard enough. You already know what you are. You are the long quiet, a vast and nascent god, and it's finally up for you to wake up. An evanescent vessel. Wake me up this time. Oh, wake me up inside. I can't believe I got the lyrics wrong for that song. Can't wake up. There is no final vessel. Skip! What happens now?
Ever the passive player, always react when the echoes spun us from one into two.
Yep, we've heard this.
Will you attempt to destroy me?
There's so many stories we've left unfinished. Can we really just leave?
Even as your eyes begin to open, you still hold on to the notions of is and is not, of beginning and end. Pitch black islands in the blinding light of the infinite. There is nothing to resolve, nothing restraining us but us.
I think it's time for us to leave this place, but I don't know how to leave or where to go.
Nothing brings me greater joy than to hear those words. The final piece lies with you.
Free yourself. You fall into yourself. The body of an ancient creature. We've heard this. All at once, the unyielding tension breaks. Oh, the world is ending. It's so beautiful.
It's magnificent.
There are no words, no thoughts to describe absolute reality, something that simply is. What happens now?
Everything. Just like it always has been. And just like it always will be.
You and she step forward into 1,000 dawns and 1,000 sunsets, each of which contain 1,000 more. You exist and you are aware, just as you have always been, just as you always will be. Though conflict is in your nature, the two of you will never be alone, and the two of you will never know fear. You and she are finally home. You and she are finally home. Okay, I much prefer that ending. Just have yeah, I prefer that ending. We slay the princess, her ghost possesses us, and we both escape. And we live happily ever after. That's good shit. I love that. Black Tabby Games. Congrats. Phenomenal game. Play our other game. Yeah, they have another game called, what is it called? Scarlet Hollow. That was their other game. Who knows, maybe I'll try that. And thus concludes Slay the Princess. Thank you so much for watching. Thanks for experiencing this with me. This was a wild ride. And there's so much more unexplored paths, so I'll just explore those on my own time, but yeah, check out this game for yourself. See what paths you go down. See you for the next Let's Play adventure, whatever that may be. We have fun here on the That Redacted Guy YouTube channel.